It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. On the give, this is Evans. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
The score, Titans 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. So that'll back them up 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Titans 7, Bengals nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Watch the slip. 19, target, 19, target. 18, running,
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
switch up. Jim. Let's switch. 60 Bison, go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I got hoes that can sleep with them. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
37-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
43-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
The brand of the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7. Burrow will throw, looking for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, helped scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Humphries. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now Ross to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And 1.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 39 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Bengals 28, Titans 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark.
Play action. It's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Shift. Motion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Gain of a yard. It's now
on 4th down, Tannehill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Titans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eight yards to go on second down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Tyler Boyd. It's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Cincinnati.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Today's
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Bengals, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.